Hi, welcome to Qigong. I'm Jem, and today is our daily Qigong for April 3rd, 2020. We're doing it on trusting yourself today. So as always, we'll start with a quote or reading. Today it's also from Bruce Lee's Striking Thoughts, Wisdom for Daily Living. Wonderful book, wonderful resource for just some philosophical thinking, you know? It's great. So go ahead and settle yourself and listen. A self-willed man has no other aim than his own growth. He values only one thing, the mysterious power in himself which bids him live and helps him grow. His only living destiny is the silent, ungainsayable law in his own heart, which comfortable habits make it so hard to obey, but which to the self-willed man is destiny and Godhead. So, this is about trusting yourself and moving forward under your own guidance, which hopefully you all are doing. Definitely doing martial arts and Qigong can help with that. If you ever have a lack of confidence, it helps you settle into yourself and really listen to what's going on inside of you. So make sure you warm up a little bit before our exercises. I usually like to start with some jumping jacks and then light stretching. Just make sure your muscles are limber and loose and warmed up so that you don't strain anything unnecessarily. Always listen to your body. If you're feeling pain at any time, please stop the exercise or modify it to a level that's acceptable for you. Don't be afraid to push yourself a little bit, but just listen to your body and don't push it too far. Remember, these exercises can always be modified to make them easier. They can be done sitting down, laying down, or even done by purely visualizing in your mind. So go ahead and get ready for the exercises. Please follow, like, subscribe, comment. I have an Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube that are all at QiGem888. And hopefully you can gain some inspiration and motivation from them and some peace in your heart. That's what these videos are here to do. If you like what I'm doing and feel like you want to support me, I always accept that, and it helps me make even better content. So you can always donate at paypal.me/QiGem, and it's greatly appreciated. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Keep trusting yourself, and let's do some exercises. All right, so let's get into our movements. Hopefully you already warmed up and did some stretching. You're feeling good and loose and ready to practice. We'll do a couple more stretches just to make sure you're all good. So let's start just the same ones we've been doing. Just start by pulling our head to the side, gently stretching out our neck muscle and shoulder muscle, massaging it a little bit to loosen that up. Be very, very gentle with this, and then let it come back up, and then the other side. There you go. And then the front. Putting just a little bit pressure on, not pulling too hard. Working those muscles until they're nice and loose and ready to move. And then move your head from side to side, just gently back and forth, not to the back, not a full circle, just to one ear to one shoulder, and then the front, and the side, and then the other way, very slowly and gently, Just loosening that neck and shoulders. All right, back to the center. Now we're going to circle our hips around. Make sure you're paying attention to what your hips and back and knees are feeling. If this is painful in any way, either stop it or modify it so it isn't painful for you. We're just trying to stretch out our hips and lower back a bit, get those places nice and open and energized and ready to move. So if you're feeling good, we'll do a counterclockwise circle first, then a clockwise circle second, making as big a circle as we can, going to the back, the side, the front, the other side, and then the back. And then we'll switch after 5 rotations. You can also do this sitting down a bit by kind of moving your torso, and laying down, you can just kind of move your hips a little bit like this, or purely visualize it in your mind if that's the stage you're at, which is perfectly fine. So let's go counterclockwise, counterbalancing our body with our torso, or our legs with our torso. Breathing deeply into those areas that need some extra love. One more, and then the other way. Relax. 4 and 5. All right, excellent. Shake it out a little bit. Now we're ready to start moving. So the first we'll get into our Qigong stance. So feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing forwards, knees loose, tailbone being pulled down into the ground, head being pulled up to the heavens as if suspended by a string, so it's nice and loose, chin tucked back into the neck, tip of the tongue right behind the front teeth where your palate meets your teeth. Having our armpits open, shoulders loose, fingers open, internal organs pulled up just a little bit. Mostly, that part's mostly in your mind, but it's just to picture that and picture your organs being supported gently. And then we'll breathe into our Dantian, which is the energy center just behind our navel, that holds all our vital energy, and expand our stomach as we breathe in and as we exhale, contracting our stomach, breathing in and out through our nose if we can. If you're having allergies or anything like that, you can modify that through your mouth, but do your best to breathe through your nose. All right, so now we're in our stance, we're all ready to go, we're breathing. Inhale, exhale. Put your hands over your Dantian, left over right for female, right over left for male. If you're in between or identify as one or the other and are not sure which one you should do, just feel around and feel which one is more powerful and impactful for you. So breathe in, expanding, and breathe out, letting your arms float gently down. And that's opening. So today is all about trusting yourself. So this first movement is coming from our shoulders. I thought it would be a good movement for this because it kind of gives you an air of confidence. So we're going to go from squeezing, exhaling as we squeeze and round our shoulders, contracting our chest, contracting everything here, to then breathing in as our hands turn and face the front, to breathing in. So it's out and then in. Bringing in that new confident energy. Try to keep your shoulders loose while you're doing this, but just do your best. So let's go. So exhale, bring your shoulders in and around, letting the backs of the hands touch each other, bending forward, and then breathe in, accepting new confident energy. Breathe out. My cat wants to play too. Breathe in, feeling confident, feeling energy brimming up inside of you. Breathe out. Curling your back a little bit, but making sure your tailbone is still being pulled down. Breathe in. Your head is being pulled up, but feel that confidence filling your limbs. Breathe out. And breathe in. Be gentle with yourself. Keep feeling what your body is doing. Last one. Breathe out. Breathe out, letting your hands come back to the center and flow gently down, settling that energy. Awesome. So for our second movement, yes, I know he's so helpful. Come here. It doesn't involve a cat, don't worry. You probably wouldn't cooperate very well anyway. Just lay down there, bud. Alright, for our second movement, I know, I'm sorry. We're going to be using our arms again. What you want to do is make sure you're still in your Qigong stance, and we're going to raise our arms up in front of us, then turn them over and go down. So palms up to go up, palms down to go down. If you have high blood pressure, probably modify this so that your palms are down the whole time, because that can affect blood pressure sometimes. So just be careful, listen to what your body's doing, don't overstrain yourself. But drawing energy up from the earth as we go up, inhaling, and then drawing energy down through our head back into the earth, going back and forth as we move. And turn your hands at each point. All right, in our Qigong stance, let's inhale. Moving from our shoulders, tilt them back a little bit as you go up, and then turn them over and breathe out. And if you're feeling really good about this, breathe in. Straighten your legs as you go up, and bend them as you go down. Inhale, feeling fresh energy flow up through you, and exhale, letting it flow down. Inhale, the energy flows up through your legs, up your back, over your head. Keep your tongue at the back of your teeth. Breathe out, and then the energy goes down the front of your body back into the earth. 2 more. Inhale. Turn your hands. Exhale. Turn your hands again. Last one. Inhale. Letting that energy flow up and out, and exhale. as your legs straighten up, and breathe out, settling it back into your Dantian. All right, for our last movement today, before our longevity exercises, we're going to be doing a movement kind of with a tiger claw. So those movements always give you a bit more confidence. It can also be a dragon claw, but you're not just having your palms out, you know, you're clawing it just like that. So you're really reaching forward and clawing. So that's a pretty confident movement if you do that to someone, you know. So that's what we're going to do. Get into your Qigong stance. Now with this one, please be aware of what your body is doing, how you're feeling. Do not do it as I'm doing it. If you are having back pain, it's good for back pain, but only if you do it in moderation. And you can do it and practice this movement, and over time it'll loosen up your back and you'll have a lot more movement, but you have to go little by little. So please just keep that in mind. So first, we're going to inhale, bringing our fists up to our shoulders, more like a T-Rex than a tiger at this point. And then turn our tiger claw out, move forward into the side, gently turning, keeping our knees facing forward as much as we can, and then moving down, dropping this fist to our hip as we move down into the ground, breathing out, and then inhale, turning our hand and drawing it back up into a fist from the ground. So inhale, drawing that energy up, and both hands go back to our armpits. So now the other side, breathing out into our tiger claw and over to the side, breathing out, going down. If you can't follow the breaths, that's okay. If there's a cat there, that's okay. Curl your hand, inhale, going back up, drawing that energy in and back to our armpit. Breathe out, expelling old stagnant energy. Exhale. Breathe in, drawing that energy up, back to our armpit. Breathe out to the side, gently turning down. And inhale, drawing that energy back up. Last one. Breathe out, turning to the side, rotating down, stretching our back, and inhale, drawing up the energy from the earth. Last one, breathe out to the side, down, and draw that energy back up gently, and then exhale, settling the energy back down. Wonderful. Those are some great movements. Hope they helped you out. Now let's get into some longevity exercises to close. So a great longevity exercise that I thought would help for confidence and trusting yourself is tapping your foot. There's a very important energy center just at the ball of your foot, right here, called bubbling spring. Has lots of other names, but it's great for your kidneys and the rest of your body too, as it draws in and expels most of the energy in your body. So in order to open that and have it be the most useful and work the best, we want to tap our feet on the ground. So try to find a relatively hard surface. I'm in an upper floor of my apartment, so I'm not going to do it as hard as I normally would do it so that I don't bother my neighbors. But try to get on a hard surface, and without hurting your knees or your hips, stomp as hard as you can onto the ball of your foot and just stomp it into the ground. So let's do 8 times on each foot. You can start with either one, it doesn't matter. Just get your weight securely onto one foot, bending your knee a little bit, don't lock your knees, and tap 8 times. And then switch, and 8 more times on the other foot. Really getting that energy out and floating through you, flowing freely again. All right, now to close out, we'll rub our hands together. Wash your face with your chi that comes out of your hands a few times. Pat your arms front and back 3 times. Sealing in all that chi that we gathered. This also presses it into the bone marrow. Let's go down our torso 3 times, our muscles, organs, and bone marrow, so that the energy is dispersed throughout our body. And then take the outside of your fists and go down your legs along the outside, and then in the inside of your legs 3 times. Get where your hips are joined, and take the back of your knuckles and massage your kidneys. And then pat energy into them gently with cupped hands. Stimulate your kidneys. And that's about it for today. So let's breathe in, bringing our hands back together, circling around 8 times. Exhale. Seal that energy. Bring your feet together and bow. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope you have a great one, and keep trusting yourself. Bye.